Hello and welcome to another Overwatch tier list. Today we're going to be doing the maps of the game, all 21 of the maps that are in the competitive and quick play modes, I guess. None of the deathmatch, none of the elimination, or the one capture the flag map higher that exists. This is the third time of me recording this tier list, so if I sound a bit jaded, I kind of am. So sorry if this is a bit shorter than maybe it was originally, because I might end up just rushing through a few of them. Because I've already said that Hanamura is beta 3 times now. Anyway, Hanamura is beta. It's aesthetically very pleasing, and that's pretty much what puts in beta. It plays just fine, all aside from like attacking first point choke. The rest of the map is all nice and fun to play, good defense on both points, and attacking second point is quite fun, but getting to that first point choke is what really brings it down. And then what brings it up is the aesthetic of the map. So it's a B10 map. Horizon C tier. No, that's D. C tier. Yeah, I'm actually quite sad Horizon's out of the map rotation. It's a fun map for me. As a ball player, I quite enjoy first point. Second point, I don't really enjoy attacking or defending, but first point, I enjoy attacking and defending. So really, it's like half the map I enjoy. And that's why it's in C, not in D or in B. It's a fun map. It's okay. It's a fun map. I do like the outside area, with the zero gravity. It's quite fun. But yeah, second point really does bring it down. Now we can move on to Paris. I mean, it's in D tier, not really surprising, but definitely not my least favorite map in the game either. It's very aesthetically pleasing. My favorite deathmatch map, which doesn't really matter for this. It's just unfortunately first point is kind of a bit shit, and second point is also a bit shit. So, like, I don't mind defending at all on this map, but attacking can be a real pain, especially on second point because they have such close spawns that they just respawn and keep coming at you, and it's really annoying. So, D tier. Temple of Anubis, not a D tier map. C tier map. First point, I love first point, attacking and defending it. However, second point, I only really enjoy defending, don't really enjoy attacking. I enjoy second point mainly for the bounce spot for ball, which is like super easy and always gets you a bunch of value because it's right in the middle of the point. But if I was focusing on one part of the map, I'd definitely focus on first point. You can play the map so many different ways, and it's really enjoyable. Unfortunately, this map isn't like super aesthetically pleasing, so it's like it doesn't really get any points for that either. Now, Volskaya, in my original tier list was in B, but I've come to realize it's actually A. I do enjoy Volskaya. It's a really pretty map. It's first point works well on both attack and defense, and so does second. For a 2CP, I think this is pretty much as good as you're going to get. The game mode itself is flawed, so it isn't really the map's fault that it's flawed in that way. I just enjoy Volskaya. I like the moving platforms. I like the different high grounds. I just like how versatile the map is and what you can play. You can play pretty much whatever you want and get away with it. So A tier. Busan, another A tier map. Mainly for downtown and the inside one. The other one, Sanctuary, is okay, but is my least favorite out of the three. I enjoy sunken points, and that's what both downtown and inside have really well. Sanctuary, I do enjoy the drum. I do enjoy coast, but I don't really enjoy the other like half of the map. So it's an A tier, but it's a good map still. I do enjoy it. Ilios down in C tier. Yeah, it's not a great map in my opinion. It's just terribly designed. And Lighthouse and Ruins are okay. I don't like Lighthouse that much because of the way that the mini room, that mini room on like this, when you come out of spawn, it's like the mini room in the middle of the map. It's like, I don't like how big that is. I don't like that room and how far it protrudes out. But Ruins definitely makes up for both of the shortcomings of Lighthouse and Well. Like, Ruins is a really fun map. It plays well. I always have fun on Ruins. And yeah, so C tier because of Ruins pretty much. Lijiang Tower, S tier, easy. I mean, you've got just so many good maps. You got Control Centers, great. You got the other two are both also great. I enjoy all three of the maps, so it's S tier. If I'd say I didn't enjoy one, it'd be the one that everyone plays Sim, and then like a May on. But I also appreciate that it's something different to play, and you know what? That's healthy for the game, so I appreciate it. In the pool again, Cedar. You're gonna notice I don't really like Control. C-tier map, you know, I just don't enjoy Sanctum. I don't enjoy... The only one I enjoy is Village, pretty much. It's the same as Ilios. I only really enjoy Ruins. It's like a tier... It's like the tier list is like... You know, like, for like Ilios, it'd be like, Well, Lighthouse, Ruins. For this, it's like Sanctum, Village, and then the other one. It's like, I don't enjoy the other one because it's a big Sim map. I hate Sim. I don't enjoy this one because it's just too open and just hard. It's not hard to play, but it's like just the playing tanks is so boring on it. And then playing Village, you know, Ryan is super fun, Ryan Zaya is super fun, Ryan Diva is super fun. So that's why it gets into A. Oasis, my least favorite map in the game. I hate all of the maps except for, I don't remember what it's called, but it's got a T-shaped high ground, and that would be like a beta. Instead, it would be like DDB. That's why it's just staying in D. It's so like it can't be saved by that one map. Unfortunately, it's being in C tier. So D tier for me. Downtown. Is it downtown? No, City Center. That's it. Downtown's Blue Sign. City Center. It's like it's surprisingly open. Surprisingly closed, despite how open it is. I never feel like you can flank effectively on that map. University's the same, but University is like whoever wins that point first wins the game. The other one, at least, I feel like there's actually a fight for point, and you don't just lose immediately. So I appreciate that one. Dorado Este, my favorite bull map in the game. I don't know why. It's not a particularly good bull map. It's just I really enjoy it. First point is amazing. Second point is amazing. Third point kind of falls off a bit, but it's still good, and it's still like a solid A tier. So SSA. S tier. Havana, Unana. Actually, maybe we should talk a little bit about Dorado before I move to Havana. So, second point is High Ground Central, love that. First point, High Ground Central, love that. Third point is also High Grounds, but you can't really play ball, so you play like a Diva Rhine kind of comp. That's always fun on that. And so, like that's why it's S tier. And yeah, I probably should say this is mainly from a tank's perspective, so you gotta keep that in mind. It'll be different for everyone. Havana is an A tier map. Don't particularly enjoy the first street of First Point, but after that, I enjoy the rest of the map. Just getting through that first street is super annoying. I do like how you can hold outside the spawn and not be punished for it. I do like second point entirely and the rest of First Point entirely. Third point, I don't necessarily enjoy breaking that choke because it's really annoying, but I can appreciate that it's also good and fun to defend and fun to attack. Even if you don't break it, you can still enjoy it. And let's move on to Junkertown, definition of a beta map. Not very pretty to look at. And it's pretty much like third tier is A, second tier is A, first point is like D. First point is just too open. I hate it, especially once you get past you get into literally this area of the map. I just hate it. I hate this area of the map. It's just horrible to play in. So B tier, mainly because of first point. Second point is really fun to play. I quite enjoy second point. And third point is a bit worse than second point, but it's still fun. Can just be a bit dominated by like a soldier Kree or something. Like that's the one issue I have with it. Higher grounds do kind of make a big point in that. Rialto S tier. Rialto is so pretty, aesthetically astounding is what I would call it. I enjoy first point entirely, getting over the bridge, getting through the little corridor, and then in through the courtyard is so fun. Second point, getting over the bridge again. And then fighting for high ground is super fun because that second point is mainly about high ground. Third point underwhelms me usually because you kind of are always doomed to fail if you get to third point on defense. That is because it's kind of hard to defend third point. So unfortunately, that's only going to be like an A tier. It's like go to S, so it's SSA. Route 66. So second point route S tier, the other two D tier. Pretty much. I hate first and third point so much, but second point and how it plays is so fun. I enjoy second point. So yeah, first point, it just feels like the high ground they have and the way the map works, they kind of get a really big advantage. They're meant to have one, but it's like it feels too big at times. And then third point is kind of the same, but also different. I like third point a bit more because you have much more options on where you can go. It feels anyway, even though it's more closed in, it feels more open. So yeah, because first point feels actually quite close despite it being open. So it's a D tier map in my opinion. Arda's favorite map, Watch from Gibraltar, is an A tier. Great Diva map, so I know why Arda likes it. Because obviously he's an Arda player. He's an Arda player? He's a Diva player. Arda is an Arda player. That's what we're going to call him for now, and I'm going to message him that later. Watch point Gibraltar, yes. Yeah, so first point is probably my least favourite. Second and third I do enjoy, but first is fun. Like, it's great for Diva, but it's just, it can feel like it gets ran by a DPS a bit too often. Because if you're getting DPS diffed, you're kind of struggling on it in that first point. Second and third, you can kind of get away with it a bit more. Second, especially because it's so easy to put pressure on their DPS compared to first, because you can control so much more of the high ground just by yourself. Whereas on first, you only control such a little part of the high ground. You can trying to control specific parts, obviously, but it's sometimes a struggle to control those parts. Blizzard World Beta, good map. I really appreciate like the setting of it and all like the Blizzard other games, like World of Warcraft. I'm sure there's StarCraft. I'm sure there's probably Warcraft 3 and stuff like that. But Hearthstone as well. I'm pretty sure that's the board game and the attacking spawn. But yeah, so first point kind of don't really enjoy. First point would be like a C tier. Then second point's A tier, and third point's S tier. I love third point. Blizzard was quite a weird map because it's not like fully dependent on high ground as like other maps are. Like this map's actually quite often fought just on a level playing field, which is strange because quite often in maps you're looking to take high ground. Obviously you can take high ground, but it's not as necessary as it is in other maps, which I can actually enjoy because it's a different playstyle. I do enjoy Blizzard World though. It's a solid beta map, and yeah, it makes me happy. I can forward every point is S. Every point is S. It's my favorite map in the game. I love it to death. I love the overgrown aesthetic. I love first point. I love second point. Flying over that high ground is so fun. Third point, the weird ways you win it. Third point is you never win third point normally. It's always some weird thing that happens on third point. It just seems to make weird things happen. I love it. So S tier. Hollywood B tier. First point is D tier, third point is C tier, for second point is S tier. Again, it's fighting over those high grounds. I love it. I love it. First point, I don't really like breaking the choke. I know you can go high ground, and that's probably a good way. You can go left, and you can try and go through round right and go behind them. But I just find it a really annoying choke to break through. A bit like Hanamura first. But maybe a bit better than that. So, and then third point, I just kind of feel like you're holding so far back all the time. You give up so much cart pressure so often that it's kind of like really annoying that if you just lose one team fight, you've probably lost a point. Kings, I mean, it's an obvious S tier, isn't it? Kings is loved by many. It's a good map for obvious reasons. I mean, all the points are S. Ryan Zaya all the way. I love Kings. It's a great brawl map. It allows you to play just such a different way, especially now that Bull Diva is so prevalent, or Arista Sigma. Like you're playing like a lot more of those kind of comps than you're playing Ryan Zaya, Ryan Diva. It's nice to have that breath of fresh air. Anyway, Numbani Beta. First point is kind of an A tier, second point is a D tier, and third point is an A tier. So B it's kind of like first and third first is high grounds, and it's really fun to break those high grounds. Third is holding that choke is really fun, and then breaking that choke is also really fun. Whereas second point, you just kind of get run over. It's so rare to get held in second point, so I just don't appreciate that. Yeah, so that is my tier list. You're more than free to criticize it as you wish. But I gotta say that all the maps in the game are decent, even the ones I hate, because you wouldn't be able to play it for as long as I have. I know I took like a year break, but even playing it up to that point, like a year ago, was hard with only the maps we've had. So they must be good maps to keep you coming back. Same as the heroes, like they have to be good so that you can keep playing them and find new ways to enjoy it. Anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed.